All right, so Krista's about 31 years of age. I'm about 59. I turn 60 on November 1 of this year. So we're about 30 years apart, and a few years ago we were kidding around and I said to Krista, you know what, we should run our first 100-mile trail race before your dad turns 60 years of age. Krista's initial response when I first suggested a 100-mile journey was, I'm not sure if I want to do that. I'm not sure if I really am into that. She's seen a lot of races because, of course, her husband Timothy runs for a living, and she's seen the suffering that people have. After a period of time, particularly over the past year, we started talking about it more seriously. In fact, in January of this year, 2016, we sort of quasi-committed to doing it, to running Pine to Palm 100, and Krista wouldn't commit. She was nervous about it. She was concerned, and over time, as she started to get back into running, because the little baby Kai was born in November of 15, she started to think, you know, maybe I would like to do that. She committed to it a couple of months ago, and we're both excited and nervous.
I started running in college just to lose my freshman 15, not necessarily because I enjoyed it, but just to stay in shape. I did half marathons just as a goal, you know. I would do like maybe 2 or 3 a year. I actually started a running club, nothing fast, just to have company and girlfriends, and the social part was always important to me. And so, yeah, so I did that in college. Never thought I'd run further than a half marathon. Eventually, after a few years, I got the ultrarunning bug, and I trained for my first marathon, which I ran with my dad, and then my first 50K. The jump between any race increase is always big. I think from 5K to 10K is a big deal. In my case, I slowly kind of did, okay, well, half marathon, 50K, 50 miler, and you know, I don't know. Here I am today. I'm nervous, but I think the good thing is as you increase your distance, you get to slow down. So it'll be a lot of hiking, and we'll just see where it goes. The relationship between my dad and I in running is amazing. It's really special that we're the same pace, which is really cool and pretty rare to have even anybody that you can do that with. He definitely inspired me, and you know, running's one of his passions. So when I wanted to start doing it, you know, it was natural that he helped me and we trained together. It's great. We, you know, a lot of times run 50Ks together. We're out there 6, 7, 8 hours, and it's just hanging out, catching up, talking. We live in 2 different places, so it's kind of my lunch date with my dad.
I'm nervous about this race. I'm anxious about this race. And the reason that is, I think, is because there's so much unknown. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know where this journey, this adventure is going to take us, Krista and I. And so it's the nervousness of the unknown, and that's what gets you worked up. And I'm worried about, you know, am I prepared enough? Have I done everything I'm supposed to do? Am I going to have any injuries? You know, I've had an Achilles problem here. It's been achy. Is it going to explode? Your mind starts to work on you. So it's there. I just want to get there tomorrow and get this thing started.
In this race, I am most excited just to run 100 miles on my feet. I remember when Tim first started doing it, asking him, like, why? Like, why would you do that? And that was one of the things he told me, that, you know, you get to see 100 miles of the earth on your own 2 feet. And I think that's hugely inspiring. The thing that makes me most nervous is just finishing, getting to that finish line. I've never done this before. It's a big stretch in mileage, and a lot of things happen in 100 miles. So, you know, we'll just see what happens and hope to get there.
Okay, so I got to figure out here what I'm going to bring on this 100-mile race tomorrow. For sure, my UD pack, that I'm going to bring. I like S-caps. Do you think that'll be enough? Yeah, that'll be enough. We'll go with that. My new hat, my North Face hat. This is fun. You got to have cool sunglasses, so I'll wear those for sure. I'm sort of a sock guy. I like socks. This type of sock, it's an Injinji sock that has little toes just like a glove, so I wear these. Cliff, Raz, that's sort of a fun one. Then you've got real food. Here's an Epic bar, lamb, which is cool. This stuff is awesome. There's everything. So I think I'm ready.
5 minutes!
Exciting.
Krista, let's see that number.
What number? Lucky 100?
160?
Lucky 60.
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
The last 28 miles were rough. Like sweaty hugs?
Yeah. You'll be back here.
I have to force myself to eat. I'm not hungry, but I need stuff.
Tell me what you're doing. To get refilling her pack, getting some water and getting whatever, gels, food, making sure she's ready to go and doesn't have to think about anything.
Amber, could you take this?
Here, give it to me right here.
Relax it again.
Why don't you still give
Am I
me
not relaxing?
Open up that Coca-Cola.
Tim says caffeine's a good idea.
Would that be that?
I did this in a training run. I had a Cliff vanilla shot and a little cold brew, and it was amazing.
You can do that hard.
Yeah. Spear flag?
Sorry. Oh, Tim? Do you have some of that icy hot stuff?
That's what he rubbed on you.
Right next to you.
Yeah, this leg's cramping up again. This right one.
Clothing, you got clothes for the night and your headlamp?
I just threw my headlamp in where my water is. Is that bad? It doesn't fit anywhere else.
Oh, too. Love you. Keep going. You'll do great.
What is you? 10 miles, right?
10 miles.
Okay. So that's like fine. Yep. I'm gonna give you enough to pee again. Good?
So what do you think it's like
running at night in the middle of the forest at 8 o'clock at night?
I think that it's got to be tough when you're already getting tired and knowing you've got the entire night to run through. I'm sure I feel better that they're together. But this is something they've never done, so this will be interesting where mentally it takes them. I think crewing is really hard from the standpoint that you hurry up and you do a lot of waiting, and the longer you wait, the more you tend to worry about your runner, because you just don't know what they're facing or how they're feeling, and it's rewarding to be there and to be able to help them, but it's your own marathon, having to wait for them for this amount of time and just worrying about them.
Two headlamps running.
Yeah, I was cracking the whip.
Getting the old man going, huh?
I mean, he's trying to save himself too, but I was like, you know what? We might not make it the whole way.
Tristan,
I had no
Mom and Grandpa need a hug quick. Grandpa really needs one. Give him one. Be leaving.
Moving a little.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want sunglasses.
The last one you were right at the cutoff, and this one you have like an hour to spare.
Jobby.
There's
no bueno.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to take any more GoPro.
No, I don't think you need to carry that around at this point. Okay. I think I'm ready.
Hey, bye-bye. Love you guys.
Climb up to Wagon Peak.
Hey, thank you, volunteers and aid station. Yep.
Good luck out there.
Yep, thank you.
Enjoy it.
We are.
Good luck, guys.
My legs said bye-bye
Sharp.
about 50 miles
Is that
ago.
okay? Can they feel like that?
The heart's there, the mind's there,
Is that Jen?
the legs are hurting for certain. So, cheers.
You're braving two grumpy people,
We're not going to be pleasant.
All right. Bye, Krista. Goodbye.
It's been a while now, though. It's 7:15.
It's my lady. My lady. Don't think of.
All I've got is like 2 small cups of Sprite.
I don't need it all last. But yeah. I can make some Sprite in, make a flask of like Sprite or something. All you just need is a slow sugar drop. But it's doable. It's doable. You just need to get that down your throat and not tasting it. When you first saw me do 100 miles here, what motivated you to want to do it?
I don't need motivation. What's his code? I thought it would be an epic experience.
Just to never do this again?
This just hurts.
I know, I just don't want to lose it. Yeah,
I
have no idea
they
what you did with it.
It's cold though in this little spot.
We need to get moving.
I know.
Let's put on whatever shoes I'm wearing.
Does that help keep you warm? I see you shivering.
Yeah.
Let's go before I change my mind.
60 and 100 out the door.
Something.
Alright, way to go, Krista!
We'll see.
I'm not letting you go with that kind of attitude.
Well, we'll get there one way or another.
All right, you guys don't need anything else?
No.
All right, have fun.
Running 100 miles together was exhausting and painful and beautiful sometimes.
It was a fantastic experience. It was an adventure. It was so much fun. We had our tough times and we had joyous times, but it was hard. It was hard.
That was so fantastic, so special. It was powerful.
So when are we doing the next one?
We're not. You're on your own.